Hi friends, Allison here with AJ's Inspired Life, and we are all quarantined to the house. So I am taking a break from my work day, a little lunch break at home, and thought I would do some crafting. And I've been having a lot of craft time lately, and I thought I would just share with you what's on my desk. So that will probably be the title of this video. I literally have like 20 minutes or something, and I just wanted to come down here. And I realized I have like 20 things going on my desk. And so, I don't know. I just thought I'd share it with you. So a couple things. Normally I share my Fauxbonichi flip through or my journal flip through. And a few of you have asked to see my art journal, which I don't normally share. I've shared a little bit on Instagram or whatnot. And so I thought I would do that because I have been working in here a little bit. And so I thought this page was funny because this is going to be like my coronavirus page or whatever. I don't know. This is what was out on my desk when I walked in this morning because I had glued it last night. This is a facial mask, that you buy that's already a piece of paper, obviously, and it's wet or has whatever in it. This one was like aloe and seaweed or something like that. And you just lay it on your face instead of having to apply it. Anyway, so one of my groups that I'm in for, I think on Sunday, we had like self-care Sunday maybe. And so we all put masks on and we're in the group together while we were talking about everything that's going on. So this was my mask from that day. So I'm like, I am totally gluing that in because it's just so, I don't know, so current with what's going on. So I'm going to show you what's on my desk. If I zoomed you out and you saw my desk, I think you would be afraid, but this is the norm. It's always got 22 projects on it and whatnot. So, and I kind of go from one thing to the next to the next. So the only thing that's not on my desk right now, and I am so far behind, is scrapbooking. And it is behind me, like on my side table here, but I really, really, really need to get back. I'll never be caught up. That's never going to be my goal again, but make some progress on my scrapbooking. So anyway, I tend to not be able to do it in like 10-minute, I don't know. And the daily journaling, I spend more time on. So anyway, I'm going to show you this first just because it's out on my desk. This is one of my, what I use for an art journal. This is like a giant book. I may have even showed it in like a haul video a long time ago. It's from like, I don't know, Marshall's, TJ Maxx, somewhere like that. Do I have you? It's a hardback. It's not an art book. Oh, TJ Maxx. It had the little price tag on here. I mean, I think it was like $4.99 or something. And it has some cool pages. Now, I really like it because I don't know if you can see, but it is white and it does have dots. And I do like the pages are perforated right here. I do like that. Now, I like it because I can rip it out and use it for other things. But when I'm using it for art journaling, like if you watercolor on this, the paper takes color okay. It's a fairly okay thickness. If you watercolor or something on here that kind of compromises that seam, if you will, it becomes very, very soft and ripped. So I often will put washi or something right there. So anyway, this is my current, I guess, current one. I have multiple art journals and I used to kind of separate them by topic. So this one you can see I started as a journal 52 and I was going to do 52 weeks of journaling in here. Now I have put other things in here and I've had it for years. I have notes in here from 2015. So I've had this journal. This is probably when I bought it. So 5 years ago. And I took some like class notes on it or something like that, like a workshop I went to or something. So you can see I have some notes in here. And then, oh yeah, because this was, yeah. So this was a, this was a training I went to. That's funny. On like introducing, whatever, art in therapy and different ways to do it. So these are pieces that were made separate. And then I glued it in here. Anyway, so I've used it for a few things. Here's some notes here's, you know, some other things. So I left them in here because I guess I didn't quite know where to push them. And then I decided to just use it for an art journal. So you can see I have all sorts of scribbling and business notes and whatnot on here like that. And then I made a tab to separate. It's just paper. I should probably back it up and make it a little bit thicker. I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but this was, you know, those, you can buy these clear dividers if you want, and they self-stick, and then you can punch them if you have a spiral notebook and make kind of your own divider, not divider, what do you call this? Like tab, right? So you can flip it. Okay. So that's an idea. That's old. You guys probably know how to do that. But anyway, so I made this tab for Journal 52. I obviously made a cover page for it, and Journal 52 had a prompt a week for 52 weeks. So I went in and I never was current with it. And so I went in and I just wrote on the back of some pages what like the prompt was, knowing or wanting to maybe finish them later, but I was never current with the actual year. And this could have been 2015, maybe 2016. I'm not sure. I did not date here. So that's what some of these are. Okay. So this one was like pathways. And so I kind of started this, and a lot of them just aren't done. This was for my, excuse my children screaming. Yes. Welcome to coronavirus quarantine. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know. They're teenagers. Oh my gosh. Okay. So they've been doing homework all morning, and now we're all on break. Well, before I go back in too. And then anyway, they're watching TV and screaming at the dog. So anyway, this was when this page I did for my 100 YouTube subscribers. So that was really fun. And so that was March 2019. So you can tell there's no rhyme or reason to this. It just comes and goes, you know, and then, oh, those are all the notes I made and their comments. Some of these just have backgrounds. So this prompt was conversation starters, and I haven't done anything. So I've done a lot of backgrounds, and when I'm bored or I have a little bit of time or I just want to create and not have any purpose at all, I just come in here and paint. So you can see the prompts are still here. It says like silhouettes, but I haven't done anything. This one, the prompt is TV. This is supposed to be windows. So this is fun. This has like washi tape on here, and some of them have gesso. Some of them don't. This prompt is probably love. Oh, Valentine's. Yep. So, okay. And so this one's dated 2016. So you can tell, again, I have other journals. I just come in here, I work, I paint, I kind of do what I want when I want to create in it. It has no rhyme or reason. This one I just made recently. I just made this. Oh yeah, see, February 20. I just made this last month. And I like that quote, if you're not changing it, you're choosing it. I pulled that from my work board, or I chose it from my work board that week or whatever. I normally choose a prompt a week or something. So, so that one was kind of fun. This one I know is one shape, one color is the prompt. Yeah. And so I obviously chose orange as my color, and then shape is kind of these stickers. Now these stickers are, let me see if I can find, okay, these stickers are this. So like Avery label stickers, and I just paint on them. Like you can see this one, I just did watercolors. And then when you lay them on your page, you know, they look like that, obviously. And so it doesn't look, you can make them look however you want. And so sometimes I use them for labels. Sometimes I use them in my planners, you know, whatever. So I just made a whole page of orange, and then with pen and paint and everything, see, they're not sticking so well. So as I finish this page, when I finish this page, I'll put a layer over it, obviously of medium. So anyway, just some quotes. I'll go through them really quickly. This was, oh, this is like, oh, just right. So this is a prompt I use a lot in therapy. This was, I can't tell you exactly what it is about, but so I did the background, I wrote on it this way. I don't know if you can see the lines, kind of a pen that way. And then I painted on it again and put a word over it because I don't need to see the journaling. The process of the journaling is the purpose of the, the activity. And so anyway, that's one of the ways I kind of hide some journaling sometimes, especially, I don't need to go back and read it. Again, the process is there. This is like a vision board page I started, I think. Oh, inspiration. Yeah. Just more backgrounds, just playing with paint. Again, and I don't look at this when I go in and paint. And a lot of times this starts as like, if I'm working on another project, I'll come in and like clean off my brush here. And then I'll just leave this open on my desk, right? I'll just leave this open like this as I'm working on something else. And then just brush off my pages or brush off my brushes here. And then that becomes the background for this page, if that makes sense. Here's another one. Sweet. Yep, sweet treats. So a lot of them, they're just started. Here's one that says, I'm never stuck, for I can always choose new thoughts and new ways of thinking. This is a big theme at work, obviously. So not quite done, but I'm probably not going to go back and do anything. That's May of 2017. I try and date the pages because I know I don't like do this every day or concurrently or something like that. So it's interesting just to see where I was. This prompt, just so you know, is cards. And so, oh, I see. These are all Project Life cards that I glued in the back. I kind of like prompts with journaling sometimes too, because it makes you kind of think outside your box, obviously. Here's one, collect my thoughts. This was a collage. The prompt was just collage. All right. I do love this one. Treasure. So I'll probably go back and like to finish this, add doodling and then add quote, like a quote about treasure, kind of tie it in that way. I love this one. I was, sometimes obviously when I'm feeling something more distinct or I don't want to say powerful, but something I really need to get out, if you will, it like comes out and quickly and I have to like get it out. And so I just wrote on this day, sometimes when I stop and observe the world, I get sad and fearful. And so that's obviously how I was feeling that day. I don't know. The prompt is observations and I did not date it. And I wish I would have, because this is just obviously something was going on. And ironically, this could be, a page for today, right? So that's why I'm really trying to date my pages more. In my Fobonichi and my daily journal, obviously I date them. And so I would like to know kind of when this was in my life, because it's totally applicable now. And so the benefit of that, the way I think about it, is on this day, I can tell you I felt overwhelmed and sad and fearful. And the benefit of knowing the date of this and knowing it was a while ago is knowing that in between this day and let's say today, I could very well be feeling this way also. The benefit is knowing the in-between times, and that in the in-between times, we've had amazing days and amazing memories and good things happen. Because when you're in it, we sometimes lose that like visibility, if you will. We lose that awareness of thinking it's gonna get better, or I'll ever be better, or whatever, I'll make it out of this. And so dating something, keeping track of something is my number one thing that we work on all the time. And it allows us a little bit of context to put it in. And knowing that I felt overwhelmed, I'm going to say this was at least 2 years ago. I don't even remember making this page. I have no idea, but it hasn't been any time recent. Knowing that in between, there's been amazing days, right? And so sometimes being able to know that and remember that. So anyway, all right, that was a little heavy. Sorry. Back to art journaling. Got a little in my work brain there. Drip painting, just, again, this probably started as like a brush off type thing. And then I added some, and then it, I just tipped my book so it drained. Just a starting point. Let's see. So this is June of 2015. This is a quote by Buddha. And again, you can see like the paint's it wore off or whatever. I'll have to go back in. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison Oh yeah, drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. I mean, I know that because that's the quote I know from Buddha. So I love that. So holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Yep. Yep. Powerful stuff. Oh yeah. So the quote on here is good advice. So see, so anyway, that's the way my art journal works. So I'll just flip through these. You can see, I like that quote. I'm prepared to go anywhere provided it'll be forward. This is a dryer sheet. I probably used it. Oh no, that's not true. That's not a dryer sheet. This is a baby wipe, sorry. And I use it to color my watercolor crayons. All of these, all of these things. I use this to smush with. If I'm doing watercolors, I use it to dab up with or something like that. And then this is the trash. This is what it looks like afterwards. And so sometimes I keep it and I'll play with it a little bit on here and see. Let's see. Okay, so here I can tell you, this is interesting. So this is, let's see. Okay, this is week 1, 2017 portal. I obviously started a new journal prompt. And then, so the art 52, it looks like I stopped labeling at week 23. So I made it like halfway through the year of even labeling them, and I obviously didn't do it. And then this looks like in 2017, I started a new, I don't know, prompt from where, because I didn't tag it. Not super smart. So the first one was portal. This one was hope. Okay, and then this one, okay, so the prompt is from 2017 and the prompt is strange. I didn't do this page until last August. And obviously I went with strange, but it says, some days I wonder why I do what I do. Days and weeks like this take away too much energy. So see, that's really good. I'm glad I have that date on there. Okay, this one I'm working on right now. Actually, this is this week. And okay, so the prompt was listen. I already had put this picture on it. I don't know when I started it, but I had already put this picture on it of them like listening. And then I went in and grabbed a quote that I like. It says, we don't learn from talking, we learn from listening. And then I'm working on it. So this is actually a page in progress. So I will definitely date this when I'm done. There's my favorite punch, as you guys know. I just ripped off the petals and glued them individually. This is, can you see that? This is, no, that doesn't help, Allison. My goodness. I don't know if you guys can see it. This is the bag from oranges, the clementines. So I cut off a strip of that to add some texture there. This is, this is athletic tape that we use a lot in my house. So I'm, currently taping my ankle for workouts. And so that's part of what that is. Here's just a background. So I've gone in 2017 and added all these prompts. So I will go in and maybe work on them and maybe not. Just different backgrounds in here. Okay, this one I did last March is when I did the front. The prompt, again, is from 2017. It is Emerge. And I put, I love this quote. It says, my darling girl, when are you going to realize that being normal is not necessarily a virtue, but sometimes rather denotes a lack of courage? I just love that. And so this was one picture, and I sliced it in half and, put her on the other side and made, I just love that quote. I think that's pretty awesome. This one, I would imagine the prompt is probably, oh, no, the prompt is truth. So I don't know why I have this. I might do something with that on there. I obviously tucked it in here, probably because it matched, but this is my mask from this. I already showed you guys. I don't know. He cracks me up. It looks like a he. I don't know. It's kind of spooky. Oh, gentle. I don't know. I don't know if I'll prompt on that, or I think this is going to be like a current coronavirus page. I'm not too sure. I may not go with the prompt. This is a page I did a while ago. I think when I hit my 100 subscribers also, I was working on this one. I don't have a date. The prompt on the back is balance, but I don't know. Here's one. This is napkins in the background, and then I just watercolored and gessoed over it. This prompt is seed, and just more watercoloring. Here's a background. This is paper towel that I dabbed with and picked up paper with in the back and ripped up and then put on the back and then put some paint over it. I love the texture of it, so I'll definitely add to that. And this one's fun. I was working on this one this weekend. I just added gesso. This started off as a wipe off also. And so I just went in and added some color and some drops of ink and then sprayed it with water, and it went like that. So this kind of looks like coronavirus too, or something else that some of you might be thinking of. I'm not too sure. I don't know. These kind of look like... Anyway, all right, this one I did not too far long ago. It says the potential for greatness lives within each of us, obviously with the butterfly. That seemed to kind of make sense. And here's a glue page I did. Some watercolor. This one I did just recently. This one, this is that old song by, Meghan Trainor. And I just thought it was... I don't know. I just thought it was perfect. It was in my head that day. And then here's that orange bag again. And then this is from Sweet Elizabeth over at Never Hopeless, her little material worms that she makes. I just love them. So that I put that in there. And a background. And I think that's it. So that's all the chit chatty I'm going to do. I was going to show you more stuff, but I'm sure that took way longer than I was expecting. So that's what's on my desk for my art journal right now. I have other art journals up there that are done as far as art journals go. And I have another one down here that I work on also. I have a bunch. Like I have an old planner like this with pages in it. So I will, maybe I'll do another, a flip through of something like that too, since we're all home more, right? And we need to hang out more. So that's what's on my desk today, you guys. I hope you are doing something that helps you feel better and allows you to create and express yourself during these times of maybe mixed emotions and mixed thoughts for everybody. And being home a little bit more allows us maybe some more time to do that. So I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.